Hi everyone, it's Terry here from nutsaboutsstamping.com. In today's video, I'm going to show you yet another idea for a Mother's Day card. This one is using a bundle that I am so disappointed is going to retire on the 2nd of June, or actually it could retire earlier if supplies run out. And it's the Honey Bee bundle. I think it is so much fun to play with, and I thought, let's use it to make a Mother's Day card to honor the stamp set and framelits that are going to retire and to honor a mother. Now, this card today has a very unusual twist to it, so watch along. I'm going to prepare everything, and then I'll show you the surprise twist, which makes it a really fun card idea. One other thing is, if you don't have the Honey Bee bundle, don't worry about it. Use what you have at home and just create this kind of unusual card using your favorite products. My card base is actually going to be a non-foldable card base. It is crushed curry, and I've cut it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's going to be the base of the card. And then for some of the elements on my card, I'm going to do a bit of stamping and die cutting and coloring. And then I'll show you this fun fold idea. So I have the beehive from the Honey Bee stamp set. I'm going to ink it up using crushed curry. This is my favorite color for the hive. I'm going to stamp it down on a piece of Whisper white cardstock. And then I'm going to set that aside just for a second. I'll die cut it in a minute. But what I want to do now is bring in the Honey Bee, and it's the smaller Honey Bee in the stamp set, and my Tuxedo black ink. I have a scrap of Whisper white cardstock, and basically what I want to do is I want to stamp 3 honeybees, like so. I think a strip of paper would actually be better to use, especially for die cutting. And then I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Blend. Now this is the dark Daffodil Delight, but it doesn't really make much of a difference, color difference. We don't have a So Saffron Stampin' Blend, at least at this point in time we don't. So I'm just going to color the stripes on the bees using Daffodil Delight, and you'll see that you won't be able to tell the color difference. Okay, I used my dark because I wanted the yellow to really stand out. So now I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine, and I'm going to die cut these out. So I've got my Honey Bee and I've got my beehive, and in the Detailed Bees dies pack, you have the corresponding dies to go along with this. So I'll die cut one bee out. I did a bit of a cheat on today's card. I've already die cut out 3 bees, but just for authenticity, I will die cut one of them out. So let me move this over so I don't bump against my stand. Okay, and that's all the die cutting that I'm going to do. So there's the beehive, and here's one of the bees. And let's get the rest of the card ready. I have my card base again, and I brought in 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. I have a piece of Mosaic Mood, and I'm going to attach that to the bottom of my card front. I'll just turn this around. It's easier for me to video this way. And then I have a piece of the Golden Honey Designer Series paper. This was a free pack that you could earn through Celebration. Now Celebration is over, so technically this paper is considered retired, but I really love it, and I didn't know that I was not going to be able to have face-to-face classes, so I actually have a lot of this paper left over. So I thought, well, you'll forgive me if I use it today. You'll use what you have at home that makes you happy. This golden honey paper makes me very happy, so that's why I'm using it. All right, so I have these layers on my card base. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in another piece of the golden honey paper. Like I said, I really like it. And I'm going to bring in the Happy Mother's Day phrase, which comes from the Timeless Tulips stamp set. I've used this set a lot in the last few weeks of my videos, particularly for the Mother's Day phrase in there. But I just love the font of this, and I like the size of the stamps. So this is not retiring, I believe, so it's a great one to pick up now. And I'm going to bring in my Memento ink again. I'm going to ink up the Happy Mother's Day phrase, and I'm going to stamp it right on this designer series paper. The pattern means that I can still see the phrase. All right, and then I have a tiny strip of the same designer series paper. I'm going to bring in my silicone sheet. That way, if I get adhesive off the paper, it won't wreck my grid paper. And I'm going to attach this strip across the front of my layer, like so. Now I'm going to bring in my die cut beehive, and my adhesive's not working here. Hang on a second. There we go. It was just caught on the side. All right, and then I'm going to add my beehive, like so. And then I'm going to bring in, remember I told you I did a bit of a cheat? Well, I created 3 honeybees before the video began. I just didn't want you to have to sit and watch me die cut them one after another after another. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to add my bees onto this layer. I'm going to put one there. You can organize them the way that you like, what seems pleasing to your eye. Maybe I'll put this one here, like so. All right, now here's where the magic happens on this card. So I have my layer and I have my base ready to go. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to bring in a piece of crushed curry cardstock. You're going to cut it and you're going to score it so that it is folded in half vertically like this. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take this layer and you're going to adhere it onto this special layer, like so. Then you're going to turn it over, and I had to just get my tear and tape adhesive. And I'm going to take some tear and tape adhesive, and I'm going to put a strip across the top, a strip across the middle, and a strip across the bottom. And then I'm going to attach this to my card base. So this is what creates kind of a little bit of a pleasant surprise card layout idea. So as I said at the beginning of the video, you can use your favorite products that you have at home if you don't have the Honeybee bundle, and you can create a card very similar to this one, like so. So that when somebody takes it out of the envelope, like your mother takes it out of the envelope, she'll immediately try and open it and then realize, look at that, it has a really secret way to open. So you might be wondering, well, what would you do for the inside? And I went ahead and I created a layer for the inside. It has the Celebrate Every Moment, which is part of the Honeybee stamp set. And I thought we could say, Happy Mother's Day, celebrate every moment of your day. And then just for a fun detail, because I'm going to have to mail mine I want it to be as flat as possible in the envelope, and that will save on postage. So I just stamped a honeybee and colored it, but you could actually add one that's popped up with a Stampin' Dimensional if you're just going to hand your card to your mother. And there we go. I think this is a really fun, if I don't mind myself, I think this is a really fun Mother's Day idea with a nice surprise twist with how the layout looks and how the card opens. So in summary, if you would like a list of everything I used and the measurements for all of the layers, please head to my blog, www.nutsaboutstamping.com. While you're on my blog, I'm going to use some of the Peaceful Poppies sequins. These are retiring also very soon. So I want to use up some of them, and I'm going to add some of the sequins on my card just for another little fun detail. So you can see a final photo over on my blog. There's also a Shop Now button if you want to purchase the Honeybee bundle before it retires forever. You can do that by clicking over to my online store. And if you would like to be emailed a couple of projects each week, I have 2 newsletters that I send out each week. They're free to subscribe to, and you can do that also on my blog. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I hope you'll create something fun and beautiful for your mom today too, or for a good friend. Bye for now.